something could happen. Ah, what am I doing? Then go check sync. Curse of 190%. Always. So kind of taking the opportunity to like do the charts I haven't done and just like fill them out for the max combos or perfect plays or whatever. It's going to be 6 key more or less through the whole thing because Genshin Rhythm Game 6 key as well. Oh yeah, we're kind of surprised as well, but we kind of knew it's coming, but I was hoping that it'd be a permanent edition, like the previous few times for like a limited time with the game. The last one I had a lot of fun, and after the event ended, I kept discovering like new tracks that I wanted to play, but obviously the event had ended already. When I say new tracks, I'm talking about the events that people made. So this time around, I might post on Reddit and like maintain a house where people can post their EMAP posts, assuming that they have to build their EMAP posts, and then it's just basically what's discoverability sake. Because having to Google search to find stuff to play is just not the best way to go about it. We'll see. I believe this isn't a PP. Right, okay, turn up the volume. And I think the game music's a little bit louder as well. Something like that. To be very honest, my accuracy is terrible as well until I play easy to on, and like the judgment in that is ridiculously hard. So, well, I mean in comparison to djmax, so it's kind of like training with weights. And then coming back to djmax, I discovered that most of the stuff under like 7 or 8 was a relatively easy PvP compared to the time I was having before playing easy to on. So if you haven't played easy to on, I totally recommend getting that game. It's very good training. Obviously, I'm playing really low difficulty stuff just to kind of like warm up. I haven't played rhythm games for a while except for 6 star, like the DLC. Oh, yep. Totally valid. Like, I hate going out and I hate going to arcades because it's really loud. So I'm more of a PC rhythm game person. I can't really play rhythm games on console either. I need my quirky feedback. This is a mechanical keyboard. lots of dance. Although neither is dance music. Yeah, the first rhythm game was Ballads of Breeze, I believe, and then it became a Leeway rhythm game, and then the one with the beatmap editor was a the Inazuma. It had a lot of Inazuma music, so I'm not sure if this one's gonna have more Sumeru music or it's going to go back to Mondstadt again. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Dance with the dead. Time to die. Unfortunate. That was complete brain fart. This is becoming a Muse Dash stream, not a djmax stream. On the Muse Dash DLC. Kind of horrible in the middle section. The last collab you mean with djmax? Easy to own? I have opinions about that one. Unfortunately, I do. It's actually more on the MV side than the content side because some of the MVs really need like flashing lights warnings because it is quite garish. And the first time I was playing it through, I got to Envy Mask, and right after that, I was just so nauseous that I just didn't enjoy the rest of the DLC. So, lesson learned, turn the BG off for Envy Mask, for me at least. Oh yeah, I need to actually play Muse Dash again. I played it less than a handful of times actually. And I'm obviously waiting on Unbeatable as well. The Muse Dash Lite, but with like both sides, like come from the left and come from the right. Can I get 99.5? I don't know. Stamina is not all that great nowadays. Wow, that's a really bad start. Holy shit, that tanked. There's no way I'm getting 99.5 with that. Like by the time it gets to the point, my hands are just already tired and not able to do that slow throw. Son of Sun Extended, I think you need to get 2 DLC and then it unlocks. Most of the extended music is like that, you need a combination of DLC.
illusion of life. Lights are on and Milan and Chelsea, just for
How is this a 99.32? It can't be that bad. Oh yeah, I just said I was like nauseous when I was playing the rest of this DLC. That's probably why. This is not in the best of moods at all. classic. Yeah, I mean, djmax has its own very unique identity. Like, there's always discussions of the big three back then, EZ2 on Okugen, djmax, which obviously is not touching the Japanese side, Konami and all that. And one of the consensus I've seen, which I do agree with, is djmax classic stuff aged the best, because although there's a lot of overlap between EZ2 djmax in terms of composer lineup and all that, I feel like djmax identity, even like in the early 2000s, was we want to make a rhythm game with a really cool aesthetic. So most of the classic songs like End of the Moonlight, Ray of Illuminati, we release them now, it still isn't out of place, whereas like EZ2 and Okugen both feel very dated. They feel like products of the era. And there's definitely a lot of djmax stuff which does feel like that as well, but overall the vibe is just different. And if I only can touch 99% on this, I'll be so happy. Like, there's a lot of random jacks and trills on the left hand which I can't nail at all. Forget 99, that's not going to even be an S. Like, it's way below 97%, I'm gonna get to it. Let's actually play easy to on. Like, I'm pretty sure the sync on this is okay, but I want to test like other games as well. So, because Genshin is obviously not djmax and easy to on also has ASIO, so at some point I want to test 6-star as well. 6-star is definitely not ASIO, so that will be an interesting this update required. 50 MB update, super fast. In the meantime, easy to on. It's taking a while to boot up. I'm pretty sure there should not be any change in the sync between applications, but I cannot tell for sure until I actually test it out. This one obviously has ASIO as well. Speaking of Odisha. F2. I think 6.2 is a little bit too low for easy to on because the judge lemon line is so low. Yeah, okay, that's good. Was not paying attention. This game will completely eviscerate like bad judgment. I mean bad timing. Like that was so bad. Like my personal goal, my personal target with easy to on stuff is at least 85% of the pool, like the K pool. Which obviously is not the case here, it's more like 2/3. 1 second, checking sync. Um, this is from what they call Prestige Pass. It's the latest DLC where you paid up front and then they updated it. It's kind of like a season pass worth of songs, like they continuously update. So this is one of the early ones, and then UCPL is one of the later ones. Like this is kind of known as like the boss song in Easy to On right now. This and Limbo. To answer your previous question, it goes a little bit beyond doing O2Jam's screen. I used to be the audio director of O2Jam like 15 years ago, so I had to check it out. I was really obliged to check it out, not just out of personal interest. And to say I was disappointed is an understatement. Very, very huge understatement. Alright, if you want to buy Easy to On, it's the base game, like I said, has a lot of really dated sounding stuff. I would recommend Prestige Pass, although it's pretty expensive. Probably you can wait for a discount or something. O2Jam is actually, ironically, really good. I haven't bought The Arrest yet, but I can absolutely recommend Prestige Pass. Like, there's a lot of good stuff here. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. The Prestige Pass is, I mean, Easy to On is really hard to sell the base game for a high price as well, because like I said, it's just not catchy, I feel.
System standing by. Awaiting command. Code invalid.
Ah! Yeah, Easy to On base game is very, very much nostalgia. I mean, I'm not an Easy to On person as well. Like, my exposure to it back in the day was really the Easy to On songs that were in O2Jam back in the day. And I'm doing a lot of catch up. Oh yes, there's a ghost mode where yes, you can absolutely, which is pretty much what 2DX does as well. So you can measure your own performance as the song goes by. But yeah, if you're getting this, I highly recommend the Prestige Pass. Although it is rather steep, so maybe with a discount. This probably is familiar if you know djmax. Nian and his ROD series, so this ROD7, they literally call it ROD7. I realized later that it's also because like the first part of the song is in 7/8 time signature, which is something that djmax can't do. No. But the Auto Jam pack is also something I recommend. Like, it's got both classic stuff and like the post PC game stuff as well. Like when it's on mobile, there's some X2 stuff, and then there's a lot of Auto Jam U stuff as well. I'm surprised at Auto Jam U stuff because I understand it wasn't key sounded, but they got the key sound in this one. And as everyone has stated, this is ironically more close to the classic Auto Jam than the Auto Jam on Steam is.
I'm the queen of this land, where drum cars I roll and the rabbits are marching. Here's the night for years, cookies to work, and sugar plum, and he invaded garden of my rose. Come and to crush, and I'll be his safe with the British of talent. So just stand right now, ready for your king. Raise your spade right now, get there like a break. No cricket king of mouth, hit to the left, go to candy fries. I'm melting down, let go, red king. Oh, it teaser, hit to the right, lollipop surgeons. Their crumble down, it's time to win battle. Get full of victory, hit to the left, time for the king. We're gonna win this battle for me. Oh, it teaser, long live the king, hit to the right, march for the queen. A pretty set, it's time to win this battle for queen. Get full of victory, hit to the left, time for the king. We're gonna win this battle for me. Oh, it's a set, long live the king, hit to the right, march for the queen. A pretty set, it's time to win this battle for me. Get full of victory, hit to the left, time for the king. We're gonna win this battle for me. Oh, it's a set, long live the king, hit to the right, march for the queen. A pretty set, it's time to win this battle for queen.
The Discord server is just people trying to ping Valov staff for no reason at all. Like, you're not gonna get what you want, unfortunately. Classic. Very classic Auto Jam. Yeah, I might do a couple more songs, and before my hands get too tired, I want to do 6-star as well, just to test a non-ASIO game, non-ASIO application on stream, just to see the sync again. gosh! This was like a super easy song back in the classic days, so this chart is just surprising as hell. Oh, this one was in the O2 Jam trailer, but it's not in the O2 Jam game at all, which is like, why? It's such a bizarre decision. I had a lot of opinions on that as well. Let me just turn off the music for a while. There's a lot of commentary about O2 Jam saying, oh, they should just release the old version of the game, but aside from whether they actually have the build, the original O2 Jam, as much as it pains me to say it was a failed product, it did not make enough money to survive, which is why it shut down in the first place. So as much as people are saying, oh, we want the old classic O2 Jam back, no sane publisher is going to look at the history of the game, see that it shut down, and oh, let's just put it up again and see if it's going to succeed. That's just insane, and especially considering O2 Jam as a franchise has not had new music since like 2014, around there. Like, it's almost been a decade. So and on top of that, like the format is blown wide open. Like if you add new songs to that old format, that old game, people will just emulate it straight away, which is the big reason it died in the first place. So if O2 Jam were to be republished, it absolutely needs to be a new version. And obviously, all that being said, the mobile port is just such a bad decision because, well, I don't have to say because, everyone knows why it's a bad decision. It's pretty obvious at this point, but yeah, people asking for the classic O2 Jam are just not going to get what they want because that Pandora box was open and it's never going to close again. Yeah, like when they first said, oh wow, O2 Jam's coming back, when I say we, I'm talking about me, but also like the wider rhythm game communities that I'm in. we're expecting a little bit more. Like obviously there is the template, like Easy to DJ was a dead franchise. djmax died. djmax respects opening, like just acknowledges that the franchise died. Like you go to a graveyard and the old games are there and all that. So yeah, it's kind of sad. Like I definitely have a lot of extended thoughts about it as well. Like it's hard to try to revive O2 Jam because you need new content, and where's the new content going to come from? Like composers for rhythm games nowadays, they are going to see like there's so many other rhythm games that you can contribute to, like everything from djmax and Easy to On, which are the closest contemporaries from back then, to like Arkea, to you know, it's there's so many rhythm games out now. So why would you want to contribute to a game that failed? And especially now with the publicly available official version being such a travesty, it's really hard to want to associate your name with that. I definitely feel that way. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble saying this, but I definitely do not want to be associated with O2 Jam at all at this point. Despite being a music director from 15 years ago, like it's just really painful to say that and just remember like how much of my life in my 20s that I dedicated to the franchise that is just like complete shit right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think the best we can hope for is more DLC, O2 Jam DLC in other games like this. Like this is superb. The people who did the DLC, they probably got like the files and then they knew exactly what to do because they were already doing Easy to On, and you know, like aside from the fact that it's classic songs, you have something new in Easy to On DLC in that the standard lanes that people play are 4 key, 6 key, and 8 key sometimes, which is definitely different from the classic O2 Jam. So people who might want to play, like, you know, if you play on private servers, you get the original, but there still is a reason to buy this DLC and play through it because the charts are different, the charts are updated, the judgment obviously is much stricter. There's BGA for some of them, so it's a much better value than trying to justify paying a $13 subscription for 1 month, and after that 1 month is up, you don't even own any of the songs in the official O2 Jam. And then you run into all the issues with that release, like the sync issues, the fact that the music was mono, although they fixed that, and then, you know, offset issues. And yeah, it's just sad that the best shot is licensing out the music as DLC. It is what it is. I've talked a lot. My hands are feeling a lot better now, so I'm probably going to try 6-star before I call it quits again, just so that I can check whether my audio setup sync is okay for tomorrow, where the Genshin rhythm game is running, starting. Yes, when O2 Jam released on Steam, the music was mono, and I nearly like screamed on stream because that was just that's just like the worst thing you can do. It's like all the effort that everyone put in for 2 decades or so where the franchise was existing. It's just such disrespect. To their credit, they fixed that. It's now not mono anymore. So I'm assuming it was more of like a Unity thing than the assets themselves being wrong. Lunar, I guess. I'm gonna pussy out and just play without the sidetracks. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's Unity. I am being forced to press late, which means it should go less. So there's a little issue that I have with 6 star in that some of the songs need to be offset differently from the others, and it does get annoying as well because I play completely by audio. I can't play by pressing early or whatever. Like, it's just because I do music in real life for a living as well, and it's just such a different mindset. And obviously, like being pampered by ASIO for EZ1 and djmax doesn't help with that as well. All that being said, I think 008 should be okay for this. Like, it differs from song to song, which is annoying as hell, but it's much better than O2 Jam. That much I can say. Yeah, much better. It's still actually a little bit early. Sorry for restarting so much, but hi EK. Are you going to be doing charts for the event again? I loved your chart the previous time. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna check my sync and then let's chat after that. yeah, I don't know to say, I've been a fan of your channel for a long time, so it's very surprising to see you here. Cool. I probably shouldn't pry too much on what that means because I'd probably spoil myself. I'll find out when I play it during the event, I guess. But yeah, what I can say about the Genshin event is that it was so surprising that the beatmap editor, when for the previous one, was so good. Like it just it's much better than a lot of official rhythm game editors. It was so easy to use. There was copy paste, there was undo. The whole notes will not overlap with the usual notes if you drag over, stuff like that. Just very good quality of life. So it was really fun seeing other people's beat maps. And so I did Termination of Desire full version, and then someone pointed me to your video. It's like, oh, it's so cool to see that other people have the exact same idea as well to make a full version of the song. So for the previous rhythm game in Genshin, I like when they announced it, I felt that they were going to put Rage Beneath the Mountains into that event because it's like the most popular boss song. So I did a remix of it before the event came out, and then the event hit, and it was like, oh shit, there's actually that song in the event. So I submitted that for the Hoyoverse competition as well, although I didn't have time to finish the remix because I was busy with work. So submitted, it's like, whatever, this is a meme, I love memes, I love like having fun. And then the next thing I know, people are thinking, hey Folk, you won first place. I was like, wait, what? So I went to the drum along page, and yeah, the track was like first place, and I was just very surprised. I did not expect to do like have any recognition whatsoever because I'm not a content creator. I'm just a has-been who worked on O2Jam like 15 years ago, and the most recent rhythm game stuff I've done officially is like Cytus 2, which is a few years ago at this point. So a lot of that, like, this is me getting a bit candid and a bit personal. A lot of the reason that I don't really want to do rhythm game stuff is because O2Jam did leave a very bad taste in my mouth when it shut down and I had to go find another job and stuff like that. So I've worked on a lot of other games, Final Fantasy, Sonic, all that, but rhythm games have been this really weird position for me where on one hand I want to get involved, on the other I enjoy just letting it be a hobby rather than having any like professional stress from it. Yeah, for me as well, this is definitely O2Jam talk. The official version back in the day, there were gimmick charts. SHK did a lot of gimmick charts, like really hard stuff like Identity and all that, but that was like the gimmick. Most of the charts were very playable, and you know, it's meant to be fun rather than meant to try to kill you and seeing whether players can still beat it or not. So when the server tools leaked, and then O2Jam became a bit more like community game, I felt that a lot of the charts that community coming up with is just like level 200, level, you know, it's level 136, and it just was not fun anymore. It's just too hard for the sake of being hard. So yeah, like I said, I felt very depressed from that because there was no quality control anymore. And I'm glad that the other two games, Easy2 On, djmax, that got revived. You know, that control and that quality was still in there. When DPCC, the djmax chart competition came, there was a rule that said, please don't add more notes. I was like, yes, please do not add more notes. So I'm very thankful that other franchises have survived and are still like chasing the quality and chasing their very unique focus and identity. But yeah, all that being said, I'm very interested to see what happens with this Genshin Rhythm Game event again. The previous one, like I said, was no pressure. I just wanted to have fun. Suddenly I'm feeling like I need to do something for this one as well. But I'm busy with work as well, so it's probably just gonna be like charts and not like doing this stupid remix stuff again. I don't have time. But what I can say is yeah, it's fun for like the people who love that kind of stuff, but it pushes people away also because if you only watch and you can't play, then there's not much reason to remain interested in the game other than like watching YouTube videos. Anyway, I was saying the previous rhythm game for Genshin, after it ended, I was still like finding so many charts that I wanted to play, but the event ended already, and it's just not a good format to try to search in Google for codes and all that. So I'm thinking that tomorrow I will start a Reddit thread and get people to try to post their codes, and then I'll maybe maintain a Google spreadsheet or something with everyone's codes who post in there, just so that it's easy to find for everyone. Yeah, O2Jam, it's coming back to the previous topic, but talking about O2Jam and whether it can be revived officially, it's really hard as well, because any revive now is going to be compared versus private servers, and the private servers have all kinds of music, like anime music, VTuber music. You got other rhythm game music in there as well, because they don't care about licensing at all, for obvious reasons, because it's a private server. They can get a C and D, but they won't get in trouble. And any official version of O2Jam needs to care about that, and you cannot compete. Like, it's just so much more expensive to do it legally, and it's you cannot compete with private servers because of that. So the O2Jam branding as a rhythm game has so much baggage. It's competing against itself. The old version is competing against private servers now, and it's hard to kind of like say, oh, we want this to be a curated game with a track list, or we want this to be a community game where people submit their own stuff. It's like Osumania, I guess that's the closest example, where people just submit their own stuff anyway, and licensing still is a nightmare. Yeah, I totally agree. And like I said earlier, it's so hard to even do that, because all the composers will be like, why should I collaborate with O2Jam and you know this be associated with the current version, versus like make more music for djmax, for Archaea, for N-Stars, or you know all the other rhythm games that are out now. So maybe O2Jam can't be revived. I don't know. I'm very sad to say that. I love to see it revived, but it's very hard. It's very hard. But yeah, again, it's very surprising to see you here, EK. Like I said, I've been a fan of your channel for such a long time. So if there is a community that I can join, just to like continue chatting, let me know. And on the topic of this video itself, I did it to test my stream settings for the sync between the keyboard sounds and the audio, and for all three, djmax, EZ2 on 6-star, it seems to be okay. And obviously my accuracy has gone down because I'm just a little bit tired now, but just checking audio versus audio, it seems okay. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, looking forward to the Genshin event. I probably need to catch up on the game itself as well at some point. I'm so far behind. But it seems like you just need to get to level 18 and then you can start the event already, which is so much better than the previous time, whereas in Inazuma you need to go all the way to Inazuma and finish like the first 2 continents before you can even start on the event, so that's a plus. Anyway, Himesaka, thanks for hanging out. Again, EK, thanks for dropping by. I will see you guys when I see you. Yes.